my Jets, are playing in the first ever Black Friday game.
It's college football rivalry week.
The weather sucks, but the sports are so damn good.
When are you putting up the Christmas tree in the McShane household? You can't do it Thanksgiving morning, but Thanksgiving night, you can start listening to Christmas music. We're going to call this episode Thanksgiving Part 2, and we're going to focus on midnight on Thanksgiving and the days after Thanksgiving and what that means to you and me and kind of the activities and festivities of what's going on.
Let's do it.
Okay? So hopefully everybody listened to our Thanksgiving podcast and thoroughly enjoyed it. So this is going to be really an extension of that. And so, Kyle, let me ask you, are you going out partying and drinking on Thanksgiving night?
Thanksgiving night? No. The night before Thanksgiving,
Yes.
100%.
Of course.
Probably, I don't know when this episode comes out, but it might be that exact.
That's basically like New Year's Eve 2.0.
Essentially. Did you know it's the highest, I don't know what the phrase is, but it's the night where the most drinking in the U.S. happens? Mm-hmm. That's a
Do
crazy
you know
stat.
why?
Because everyone's in town.
Yeah,
and
everybody's kind of
everyone's
coming
around.
back to where they are and getting together with people.
Yep.
So I agree. You're not going out Thanksgiving night.
No, definitely.
No, you can just get drunk with your friends and family at home.
Exactly.
You're not going out. Okay. So you're going to sleep. Well, actually, hold on. So it's the night. I set the scene of my Home Alone and the fire,
Yep.
right? It's we'll say it's 11:30. You still up, watching football, hanging out, drinking? You ready to go to bed? What are those last couple hours of Thanksgiving night looking like for you?
Yeah, probably just like you said, hanging out with family, spending a good time, drinking, hanging out with friends maybe if they come by. If there's a football game on, probably still watching the tail end of that.
Yep.
And then more times than not, just calling it a night. But there have been times. Have you ever been Black Friday shopping? Like, do you do that?
So I've got a couple
Ever?
Black Friday stories.
Okay, let's hear
Yeah,
it.
so we're gonna we'll transition. So no, we're not doing anything Thanksgiving night, and now we're going to sleep, or maybe not going to sleep because midnight
Yeah, if you're-
sometimes. We're transitioning into 12:01 a.m. It's now Friday. Okay,
It's now Christmas time.
it is now Black Friday,
Yep.
and also the official formal kickoff to Christmas time.
Yep.
So let's talk about Black Friday. Okay,
Let's do it.
I'm totally against it. I do have one story though. As you know, Jim and Janice are from Scotland, so Jade has uncles and aunts and cousins from Scotland that come here and visit us all the time. So Janice's sister, Vicky, I would say is certainly the closest relative in relationship that we have, and that Jim and Janice probably have. We've seen her the most. They're all. Jade is closer in age to Janice's sister, Vicky, than Janice is.
Okay.
So Janice's sister's Vicky is 16 years younger than Janice. And Vicky is only 10 years older than Jade. Okay? So
Okay.
basically Janice's parents had Vicky old. Especially back then. So Jade's closer to her. So anyway, she comes over here and she's going to spend the Thanksgiving week with us and have American Thanksgiving. They don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Scotland, Kyle.
I know.
They
It
didn't
was-
slay.
I think
they didn't slay pilgrims and take land. We did.
I don't think I even realized that it was a strictly American holiday
Yeah.
until I was like 15.
Yeah.
Like really, like way too late.
Yep.
But yeah, you were saying.
So there's no Thanksgiving in Scotland.
Yep.
Right? We revolted from them, basically. Came to America, started our own new thing, killed every Indian and people, and we started our own Thanksgiving thing. So, whenever my wife gets together with Vicky and her mother, she has to do everything over the top. Now, you haven't spent a lot of time with my wife in the past, Kyle, but nothing can be done normal. Everything is over the top, okay? Which is one of the things I love about her, but it gets kind of crazy sometimes. So, she's like, Vicky has never been Black Friday shopping, and I want to do something really, really nice for her. So she's like, here's what I want to do. I want to rent a limo, and I want all of us to go to Rentham together
in a limo.
at midnight on Thanksgiving.
Huh.
Now I'm like, I don't want to go. But we all went.
Uh-huh.
So it's me, my wife Jade, Vicky, Jim and Janice, Mark, and Trista. And we all hop in a limo at midnight and we go to Rentham outlets.
Yep.
And it was actually like nice out. It wasn't like 2 degrees. And we all went around and shopped for like, 2 hours or so, 2-3 hours. And then the limo came and dropped us off. And they went out to continue shopping.
Interesting.
Yep. So that's really my only like Black Friday thing. And the more you'll get to know my wife over the years, that is just totally normal for her, Kyle. Totally, that's something that seems out of the norm for people. Like, what are you talking about? But that's just totally normal for Jade.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
And then my only other Black Friday purchase, this is going to make me really, really old. So maybe 2007, 2008, me and my wife, girlfriend at the time, Jade, had lived in our first apartment together in Dedham, Massachusetts.
Okay.
And this was the time that GPSs were just starting to come out. Okay. And I remember going online to Best Buy, and you could order and reserve a TomTom. Do you know what a TomTom is, Kyle?
It sounds familiar, but might be.
It's just a brand. So
before
like
my time.
Garmin is like a very popular
Okay.
brand. So it was like Garmin and TomTom. These were like the two. This was the Chevy and the Ford of GPS systems that you put on your dashboard. Okay. And they had the TomTom on sale at Best Buy for like, I don't know, $100. Maybe it was like $150 or $200. And I went online and you could reserve it, like pre-buy it, and you got like, you print off like a tag. And we went at like 7 in the morning, and you waited in line outside at Best Buy, and you're like, "Oh, I'm here to pick this up." Like, okay, let me go get it from the back, and they brought it out. But other than that, that's my only 2 experiences with Black Friday shopping.
Okay.
Tell me some of yours.
So I always thought it was interesting how Best Buy does Black Friday differently and how they hand out the tickets
Yes.
for like certain products. Like, I don't know if it's because they sell technology and they sell these like high ticket things.
I think it has to do with the stereotype of the hysteria. Putting these out on a shelf and having 50 TomToms of people coming in and beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, people
for them. Like, you're in line. Hey, I want to get a Tom. Okay, here's a coupon for one. We'll get them for the back and hand them out to you. Opposed to this. That's what I think it is. But yes, they're very, very different.
Very different. So the first story that comes to mind, a couple years ago, I was, like we said, hanging out with my friends and family, drinking. I was very drunk. And my friend's like, "Oh, let's go Black Friday shopping. We'll just go, over to Rentham, yada, yada, yada." I was like, "Okay, cool. Maybe like a half hour, 45-minute ride." I get in the car.
From Bristol. Yeah, it's at least an hour from Bristol, isn't it?
Well, so we're in Warren, and it's like right near the highway.
Okay.
So I figure like 45 minutes maybe, give or take. It's like, okay, not bad. Close my eyes in the car.
Oh, yeah, you're sleeping.
Knock out. We're at Foxwoods, the shopping center at Foxwoods.
Oh, you went to the indoor mall in Foxwoods.
It was like a 2-hour ride. I wake up and I am just like in a whole different world.
Like, where am I? Now, did you sleep? I could picture you staying in the car and sleeping and them going in.
No, I ended up just kind of just like dragging my feet around Foxwoods.
Yeah, so you're like drunk and tired and like, I don't want to.
Yeah. Krispy Kreme's pretty good though at 2 a.m. That was, let's see, other Black Friday stories. Yeah, I don't think anything really out of the ordinary. It's more or less, I'm a bargain hunter, if that's the term. You said you were against Black Friday. My question was going to be, is it because of what we talked about before, the perception of value?
Well, that one too, yes. You can just get everything online. Anything, there's, in my opinion, there is no reason to physically go in the store anymore.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you're getting it on the day after Thanksgiving. 90% of the time it's for a Christmas gift, let's be honest, right? For yourself, for somebody else for Christmas. That's 25, 30 days away. You don't need it instantaneously. You can buy it online for the same price.
That is true.
The TomTom could have been $107 in store or $107 online delivered. Even if it gets delivered in 2 weeks. Who gives a crap?
Yeah.
I don't physically need it. As long as I'm getting the perception of the deal. So you can go on right now to the Best Buy and Home Depot. They have all the deals out. You can just buy them right now. And if you know this, because I go to Home Depot all the time. Home Depot has all of their Black Friday items. They're already out. They're already on sale.
So I was going through Walmart the other day, and I saw they have like early Black Friday deals.
It's all the same stuff.
So the last like decade or so, it's always been like a competition for who can have the best Black Friday deals.
Yep.
And then they started stretching out that timeline. Like, let's start as early as possible. And then you have the Cyber Monday. And it's just, you're stretching out. And November is basically just a discount month in and of itself now.
Well, so let's go to some psychology behind strategy for these retailers, Kyle. It used to be they could create mass urgency. right?
Okay.
This was special. It only happens one time a year. You have to come now and get it. So to that, I would say, maybe they thought, maybe Best Buy said, at 107, I think across the country we can sell 1 million TomToms. That's the forecast based on the price point and our consumer insight. We think we can sell 1 million of them in 24 hours, or really like 3 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
But if we just make it 107 for 5 days, we won't send 1 million in 2 hours. But what if we sell 200,000 over this course of 5 days? So we're going to sell the exact same amount over a longer period of time, and to make the exact same amount of money, but have less pressure and stress on everybody within the company.
Yeah, that's fair too.
That's what I think it is. But I don't think people are buying more. I think they're just simply spreading out the perception of that urgency and value. And now over a week, maybe it's Tuesday to Sunday, that's still urgency in the retail world.
Okay.
So you're just not buying it all one time in this confined fight to the death. I'll get it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's not a big deal. And I'll buy it online. And I'm still going to end up selling the same amount of stuff. I don't need to have, 12:01 a.m. to 3 a.m. That's the only time it's on sale. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. So, I've always seen it as a competition thing. So let's say, Target and like Macy's, they sell X product.
Same thing, same item, right?
Same item, maybe same price point, but Macy's says this deal is only on Black Friday. And Target says, oh, well, we have the whole week. Like, we're going to stretch this deal out the whole week.
Yep. Why would you go to Macy's?
Exactly.
Just go in your convenience. Go at your leisure.
In passing, maybe you drive by the building. It's
Or-
like, oh, I'll swing in. And
Why not on Wednesday? I'll just order it online and have it shipped to myself at the same price.
yeah.
You don't need to go in the store anymore.
Yeah, that's always how I've seen it.
Yep. So I think I agree. I think they're stretching it out, giving the consumer more time to get that perception of deal. And then as a consumer, I think most people are just getting things delivered now.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can't have. So here's what I said. Let's just use again. We'll use the TomTom for 107. Let's say they advertise it's 12 midnight to 3 a.m. You're telling me at 3:01, if they have them in stock and I want to buy one, they can't sell it to me for $107. The price never changed.
Yeah.
They bought the item from TomTom for a cost. Whatever it is. Say it's $99. The cost has been the same no matter what. They're willing to sell it for 107 at 259. They're not willing to sell it at 107 at 301.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Makes absolutely no sense. To put time restraints on something makes absolutely no sense.
Definitely.
I don't get it.
Black Friday is just a weird thing. Like, what is the thought process and, like, origination behind?
See, I don't
Something
know,
like
but
Black
I
Friday.
know that the consumers are morons, and the psychology behind people and the perception of that value or deal is what's driving it. That at the end of the day, I bet you if you did a study of the percentage of the value discount that you got for that item on Black Friday versus the price you could get it in the retail versus sales world, there's probably not, Kyle, we're talking like
Pennies on the dollar.
pennies, if not like minuscule amounts. It's just the perception of the value of the exclusivity. Hey, this time for this price. And people fall for it time and time again. People fall for coupons and discount time and time and time again. And I promise you, that retailer is making just as much money every single solitary time.
Yep.
Do they think the retailer's not making money?
They have it down to a science.
If it was $150 regular and they're selling it for $100 now, do they think the retailer's losing $50? I think people think they do.
Yeah.
I promise you they're not. Either they're getting a back-end kickback rebate from the company they bought it from, or the manufacturer. So either TomTom is saying, everyone you sell at this price, I'm going to give you money back. Or, technically, their list price is just inflated, and the $99 is what their margin is they want to be. I promise you, There is one person who is not losing money on Black Friday, and it's the retailers.
Oh, definitely.
I guarantee you. They are making their quotas and their margin budgets, and they're doing everything they want. And even if they are a certain percentage, they're offsetting it by that volume increase.
Yep.
Right? They are making what they want. So you're not getting a deal. You're not getting a deal.
Well, I was going to say, I'm sure they also break it down before they even say, this is the deal for Black Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's if they have a quota, like you said.
Yep.
I'm sure they crunch the numbers and say, okay, we can afford to give a 25% discount on all these products.
Yep, because we think that's going to generate a volume increase, or we've negotiated with our vendor, right? We've negotiated with the guy who makes these signs to say, hey, well, if I buy 1,000 signs at $1,000 is our regular price, but if I buy 2,000, it'll be $1,500, and that money I saved, I'm just going to pass to the customer, and I'm still making the same amount of money every single solitary time. Right? The retailer is making the money they want every single solitary time, no matter what.
So, keeping it on Black Friday, but also kind of shifting gears, because you had mentioned that there's a lot of other things about that following weekend after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving weekend is great.
So, Black Friday, for the first time ever this year, my Jets Jets are playing in the first ever Black Friday game.
Oh, really? I don't think I even knew that.
Yep, I think it's on Amazon Prime, and it's Dolphins Jets.
Is it a night game?
Night game. So I think
That should be a good game.
But yeah, I was kind of just leaning into the whole.
No, hold on. Are they having a Saturday game too?
I think this is the time of the year where they start to.
Yes. So
have
see,
Saturday
the
games.
NFL's now like we're going to do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. Well, so what I think it is, because the Black Friday game is on Amazon Prime. Bezos just got his deal with Thursday Night Football last year.
Yep.
So he's probably like, oh, hey, I just got screwed out of a Thursday night football game. Let's do the first
And
ever
by the
Black
way,
Friday.
what do you think the biggest retail outlet for Black Friday shopping is?
Oh, yeah.
Amazon.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
So let's transition now. Okay, it's noontime on Friday. Okay,
Yep.
the Black Friday hysteria has worn off. One of I think the great things about Thanksgiving weekend, and I'm not even a big college football fan, but it's college football rivalry week.
Yep.
So that Friday and Saturday are usually the biggest college football games of the year. So you've got Auburn and Alabama.
Yep.
You've got Michigan, Ohio State. You've got maybe some lesser ones. You've got, like Washington and Washington State. You've got, I think, Florida and Miami play. You've got like the big boy games that are going to decide the college football playoff. You've got them that weekend.
Yep. I love it. I love it. Like I said, can't get enough of football this time of year. It's awesome. And it's just like the icing on top of the cake. We get the long weekend from Thanksgiving. And I just kind of, after celebrating the holidays, we can sit back and just enjoy good football. I think it's awesome. I love it.
And then, back when the Patriots and Bill Belichick were good, now that they suck.
Back in my day.
Belichick used to say, the season starts after Thanksgiving. Real football starts after Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
This is when the cream are rising to the top. This is when it's going to get cold out, and real football starts so that's like the last 5-6 weeks of the year, right? Real football starts now.
Yeah.
This is when the games start having major implications, where you're going to see if a team is going to rise or fall, and these are the big boy weekends.
I was I was at the Friars game last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who'd they play? Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Hold on. I saw my buddy Justin, who you know, texted me. Saw tickets for $9.
Yeah, I think like last second the prices just plummeted.
Okay.
But my buddy and I are driving back from the dunk, and I'm just like thinking to myself, the weather sucks, but the sports are so damn good. It's just like it's like the double-edged sword of living in New England, where it's like the weather's awful, but like you just can't get enough of this is the best sports time of the year.
Hunker down and watch it.
It's awesome. It's awesome. And it's you take the good with the bad living in New England.
It wouldn't be the same if these were in the summertime, because it's so nice out. You want to do things.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to watch the games.
Yeah, the reason why you want to watch football is you go to a bar or you want to be at your house, and it's freezing out and it get dark at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
If it was 85 degrees out and dark at 4 o'clock, it wouldn't be the same.
No shot.
Okay, so Friday you're watching college football. I think now let's talk about, to me, Friday and Saturday are getting ready to put up your Christmas tree. To me, that's the time. When are you putting up the Christmas tree in the McShane household?
So in years past, it's usually like the first week of December. Not necessarily in like a wait for December way, just kind of.
Yep.
We'll get to it when we get to it. We've never been the type of family that jumps the gun a little bit, but not necessarily the second Thanksgiving's over, we're putting the tree up. So I'd say usually December 1 is usually where I'd pinpoint it.
All right. You know there's some psychopaths that have their tree up now.
Yeah.
Complete lunatics. I'm talking serial killers, documentaries. People have the tree up ready to go.
Yep.
Not acceptable under no circumstance. To me, it's the weekend after Thanksgiving, right? It's Thanksgiving weekend. That's when it's acceptable.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think what's happened now is you see, if you go to any store, the Christmas season has now extended. Everything is extended, right? The Christmas season has now started November 1st. But I agree. It used to be that, first weekend in December you put the tree up. Now I've given in, and it's the weekend of Thanksgiving. And also depends on when Thanksgiving falls, because sometimes, like this year, it's actually an early, it's like the 23rd.
Yeah.
Where other years it can be 26, 27, 28, and actually, December can be like 3 days away. So it all depends on how it falls. But to me, you have the approval to put the tree up Thanksgiving weekend and ring that bell and say it is Christmas time. Now, also, you can't do it Thanksgiving morning, but Thanksgiving night, you can start listening to Christmas music.
Okay, yeah. See, also, actually, we were doing some Christmas-based content this time last year. I friggin' love Christmas music.
It's the best, Kyle.
I think I want to hold my excitement about Christmas music in until maybe we do a Christmas episode.
We will.
I'm just going to be chomping at the bit. Like, November 24th, Black Friday, I'm waking up in the morning and I'm just Michael Bublé Christmas album.
Oh, yeah. Christmas 100%. Music is coming out. I think we'll snip it on the Christmas music now, but it's the only genre of music that has its own seasonal.
Yeah, like a designated holiday.
There's no St. Patrick's Day music. Well, I mean, I guess bagpipes.
Yeah.
But there's not like a whole thousands of songs dedicated to St. Patrick's Day.
Or Easter.
There's patriotic songs, but it's not like on the 4th of July you tell your Alexa, play 4th of July music.
Yeah.
No, you say, Alexa, play Christmas music. And she can just go ahead and play music for 37 hours straight.
Yeah.
Christmas music's the best. And then Sunday night of Thanksgiving weekend usually is one of the 2 or 3 best football games of the year, Kyle. They are prime timing 4 o'clock Sunday to be a big boy football game. I don't know if you ever realized this.
I don't think I've realized that. Like,
yes.
What's one that
so perpetually I've some memories in my brain is like the Patriots have played the Packers in Lambeau Thanksgiving weekend 4 o'clock.
Okay.
That 4 p.m. time slot will, I promise you, maybe look it up, see what's on right now. I'm going to give you permission to pop up your phone on the podcast. I bet you it's going to be a big boy game, whether it's Fox or CBS. Like it'll be Chiefs somebody, or right now it'll be 49ers somebody. Like it'll be a prime time visual game for the 4:30 window. Don't make me wrong either here.
So all right, yeah, I'm looking at it right now. The 4 o'clock game is Bills Philly.
Okay, see?
So that's a good one. Sunday night, Baltimore Chargers.
No, not the Sunday night. I'm talking the 4 o'clock, the 4:30.
Specifically the 4 o'clock?
The 4:30 game, I guess.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Bills, Eagles. That's okay. That's still insane.
Yep. So that's they're putting a big boy prime, because everybody's winding down from the holiday weekend.
Okay.
Right? That's a big 4 days. Everybody, it's dark now. 99% of America is at home.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go back to work on Monday and start the holiday season.
Okay.
That game is usually one of the top 2 or 3 televised games every year. Sunday night after Thanksgiving, the 4:30 time slot. That's a big boy game.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never really given that too much thought. I just kind of chalked it up as a normal Sunday slate.
Yep. So then that game's over, and you're like, all right, back to the
grind.
Back to the norm. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Anything else you want to add to our weekend after Thanksgiving festivities?
Nothing I can think of. Just want to fast forward to that weekend so I can enjoy it.
It's going to be here in 2 seconds. I know we're looking forward to it. I hope everybody out there has a great, safe, happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy their food, enjoy their football. If you go Black Friday shopping, be safe. Remember, you're not really getting a great deal. That comes from me, okay? You're not really getting the greatest deal in the world. I promise you, you're not saving millions of dollars. But if you enjoy it, that's all that matters.
Yep.
Hopefully, you're getting your family, friends, and your kids amazing presents. And everybody has a great holiday season. And stay tuned. The Christmas episodes. We might just do only Christmas episodes for December, Kyle.
Yeah, just a month full of
Christmas full
episodes.
of only Christmas episodes. So if you love Christmas as much as me and Kyle, hopefully you'll stay tuned. We will catch you in the holiday season.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.